And what's the time period when this murder would have taken place, do you feel?
Instantly, they put in my head 50, so I guess
Right.
1950s.
Would we have known about this, or is this something that was hidden or covered up so we didn't know?
There's something about his status, the word status, so I presume they mean that whatever his position in life, he's not nobility, he's not royalty, he's none of that. It seems more to me that he would be involved with the Cunard, the you know, the owners. It seems more of an ownership thing, that it was all hushed up.
Would he have died here?
No, no. When I say hushed up, I don't mean he got away with it.
Right.
I actually don't mean that.
No, but we just didn't know about it.
Yes, basically. He didn't get away with it, and he was dealt with, and I think what they're trying to tell me is the murder was reported. Now, the word Southampton's coming in, so it would have been on that leg of the journey if the ship was going back to Southampton. The word Southampton was very clear to me, so he would have been removed that end.
Where was that?
Whose side then?
Whose side?
I heard it over here, but
It was quite a strange thing as well.
It was a really...
I didn't say I moved, but I didn't say.
No, it wasn't Stuart. It was. I thought it was actually in the corridor. To be honest with you, I thought it was out there in the corridor, but there is another door there.
Did anybody sigh out there?
But I heard it and I thought it was in there.
It was a real...
Yeah, it was, definitely. The word Southampton was very clear to me, so he would have been removed that end.
Where was that?
Whose side then?
Whose side?
I think this room has the worst energy.
B340's walls are thought to have once witnessed murder, but this latest sensory perception was as surprising to hear as it was shocking. Had a girl lost her all too brief life in this oppressive atmosphere? These sleeping quarters may now remain out of use, but not to us. A few days later, Richard Felix bravely volunteered to stay here on the night preceding our first set of vigils, only to have his sleep rudely interrupted by a series of disturbing events that were recorded using Kieran's laptop computer.
I just don't know. Strangest noise it was as if someone was throwing coat hangers. It seemed to come from, I don't know, it seemed to come from the door.
We couldn't believe the phenomena that was caught on tape. This area of the ship is abandoned and no other passengers or crew were in this area during Richard's sleepover. So who or what had made their presence known to the most haunted crew aboard the Queen Mary?
We would not have to.
The most haunted crew are enjoying a little ghost hunting Californian style. Our base for 3 weeks is the former passenger liner the Queen Mary, where our minds were still overwhelmed by the phenomena recorded in room B340. Kieran's analysis of this remarkable footage remains ongoing and as yet without conclusion, but each viewing still seems as mystifying as the first. And what of this frightful sound? Have we just recorded a young child calling out for their mummy? And how closely could we link this auditory phenomena with our psychic's previous readings here?
It's like saying someone, a person in this room, a spirit person, going round, uncontrollable, a feeling of anger, screaming, shouting, and just totally uncontrollable.
Someone's been trapped in here, and I keep coming back to a child.
Right.
I think I'm going to go with a girl. Feels like a girl, little girl.
How old would the girl have been?
She's tiny. I mean, she couldn't be any more than, I would put her around 4 or 5.
Stunning and chilling documentation that prepared us for the vigils ahead. And one of the first took place in the Queen's Salon, a former first-class ballroom that David had earlier visited and where a lonesome lady is often seen on its dance floor.
Yeah, I've got an astral woman. Now, she's very slim, very elegant. She is, she's given me a name which sounds like Estelle. But the odd thing about Estelle is that she's dancing here, but without a partner. She's not a happy dancer. You know, she's not dancing with joy. It's like a huge sadness for that loss. And I actually feel quite emotional talking about her. I can sense, you know, there is a huge broken heart here, but it's only is trivializing what this woman felt for him. But it is essentially
So he just left her.
shipboard romance.
Ah.
Dumped her. That was it. But of course, in her mind, it was much more than that.
Oh, that's so sad.
That is very sad.
I just wonder how if we do vigils in this room, how she'll show herself.